We are live. Hey everybody, it's Sunday and we're on Ask Me Anything. We've missed a couple weeks due to technical difficulties and crazy spring market, right? We couldn't get Shane to sit down for 30 minutes to answer any questions. So
30, I got 20. I'll give you 20. And then
and then you've got to run out and show 100 houses.
And call like 1,000 agents and ask them what the highest and best is due, because it's Sunday.
Sunday, highest and best are due.
Yes.
Shane, tell us what showing a house in East Cobb County is like right now.
We call it the Wild Wild West, right? It's the Wild Wild West. I have learned so many different tactics and strategies, but starting with making the appointment, trying to go. Myself and our clients, our buyers are just on it. As soon as a house comes on the market, I'm trying to schedule that appointment. My clients are taking Fridays off work to go look at houses on Fridays because they're under contract by Friday, Saturday.
Crazy.
And then you get
the appointments have been filling up, right? Like you can't show a house.
And so there have been times where there was actually a house. It went on the market on Friday, and I went to make the appointment, and it was completely booked up for the entire weekend in 15-minute increments. So my clients and I just showed up and just like squeezed in, waited for a moment when someone left and it wasn't quite the next time slot. Or we'll say, we'll go do the backyard and then we'll sneak in the kitchen and, all kinds of stuff.
Are agents throwing punches yet?
I have not seen anything ugly. I have not.
Yay, good.
Personally, everybody's still being polite. I can't say that for the clients.
Our clients are all very nice.
Our clients are very sweet. Yeah, they are. And then once you so it's very hard to see the house, very hard to get the appointment. Once you get in and see it and you're ready to make an offer, then it's a whole new ball game of figuring the strategy out to win in a multiple offer situation. And we're not talking 3-5 offers, sometimes it's 20, 30 offers. So there's that whole strategy involved. And so there's a lot. It's insane, but I got somebody under a contract last night at 8:00 at night. Woo! Very much.
We're doing our multiple offer dance. Yay!
Yes. Very exciting. Very exciting. Yep. So it's pretty crazy. Yep. But people are doing it. People are selling, people are buying, you make it work.
We haven't had anybody homeless yet.
Nope.
And the right one always works out. I tell people that all the time. It always works out.
These particular buyers, their house is under contract. They have a closing date coming up. They literally have 5 more days to get something under contract, but they weren't freaking out. We weren't freaking out. We'll do it. And we did. Fantastic. Still got to get through the inspection, but yeah.
That's right. But that is going normally around. Like once you get the house under contract, the rest of the process has seemed to be normal.
Scheduling the inspector is normal. We already scheduled it for Tuesday. So
the sellers have a little more negotiating power in those repairs, but I think sellers are still fixing things that are not working or are dangerous. They're not saying forget it. So what about backup offers? Have you seen
Yes.
buyers writing backup offers?
There are buyers writing backup offers. Some agents don't want them. Some agents do. So it all depends on the situation, but you will have multiple people offering backup offers as well. I had a situation where we said, can we be a backup offer? And they were like, we already have 2. You can be the 3rd if you really want. And we
just see as a seller that you might not want to take a backup offer because you can put it back on the market and get another 20 to choose from next week, right?
Exactly. I think that's the logic.
Maybe. Mm-hmm. Although some sellers are probably over it by that point and just give me a backup and that's enough, sellers.
Yeah. They might feel like they lost some negotiating power with a backup offer because their first one fell through and now you're the backup technically.
And I think buyers, I've seen them kind of get their ego in the way of like, I don't want to be backup, I lost, and they don't even want to be the backup. But what we're seeing is a lot of buyers getting cold feet.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Like, as soon as things go binding, they're like, oh, I offered $50,000 over list price. Why did I do that? And backing out in those few contingencies that they still have, they're using them.
Exactly. Yeah,
So
so
more people are falling out.
I stay in touch with all the agents on anything we didn't get or we didn't make an offer on or whatever, and to see if it falls through. Another reason they're falling through is not just that they get cold feet, it's that they don't understand the terms that they're offering.
Yeah.
They're like, sure, we'll offer 50,000 over and no appraisal. Then they get it and they find out what that means. Oh wait, no appraisal.
Yeah.
And they're withdrawing on technicalities because they don't understand the terms, or they can't get the loan, or something like that.
And unfortunately, I'm seeing lots of agents who don't understand the terms that they're writing either. If you don't understand the terms of what you're writing or what offers you're getting as the listing agent, there's plenty of resources to ask. Like, I'm seeing things in this market that I haven't seen in 15 years. And I don't have too much pride to call my broker and be like, what the heck does this mean? Let's talk through the scenarios of what could happen to our client. But I'm seeing agents ask some questions that are scaring me. Oh, so besides everything being crazy, Rhiannon, what kind of questions have we gotten this week for our Ask Me Anything?
Okay. All right. So the first one I want to run by is one that we got through from one of our Instagram ones that we still had left over from a previous one I wanted to touch on. Was, should we stage a spare room as an office or fitness room? And I thought that was a great everything this last year.
I guess I have an opinion on that.
Do you? Let's hear it. Because I think they would both be good options.
I think it depends a big time where the room is.
Okay.
I would say a lot of buyers, when they walk in, especially recently, that formal living room used to be called, now they want that to be an office. I have a lot of buyers that walk in, oh, office, perfect. It has doors that close, or we can put doors here. I have never seen one say, ooh, fitness room. You know,
you want to see a Peloton when you first walk in the door.
Exactly. If it's in the, but if it's, say the room is in the basement and there is no office upstairs, I think you can, it depends if you have, I guess it depends on the furniture that you have, how you want to set it up. If you already have it as a gym, I think it's great to show that. Yeah. But if you have furniture to show it as an office, I think either way is something people are looking for, especially because of COVID. People are exercising at home and people are working at home. There are two things they're doing. And many places are flex spaces where you'll see a desk and you'll see a bike, and a lot of people will take their lunch break and hop on their bike and do stuff and then go back to work. So I think it depends where the room is. It depends what furniture you have, because when we stage, I don't think we stage offices, or definitely not gyms.
Well, I think you're making a good point that I can say something about our staging, that we work really hard to stage our occupied homes with the things that our sellers already have. You know, we're not going to ask our seller to rent, you know, a set of office furniture or to rent exercise furniture and go buy mats and things like that to make up something. So we're going to look through the house and we're going to help them define their spaces. Sometimes if they've got a desk and a Peloton and a crib and whatever, all craft supplies and all of that in one room, that can sometimes be a problem, because then the buyer comes in and is like, what the heck is this room? So sometimes we'll ask them to like clear some of that out and make it a little bit more one thing or two, you know. But yeah, we try to do with what they have. So that would mean they've got exercise stuff spread throughout the whole house. Let's consolidate that into one room and make a cute little, like, you can do your yoga here. But if they only have a spare desk, then we're going to stage it as an office, I think. So I think that's make do with what you got, right? Because they're both very sought after, I would say right now. Buyers are wanting those spaces.
I think that was kind of the gist of the question, is what's sought after maybe, and I'd say they both are.
They both are. Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, sometimes when we have to stage a vacant property, you know, that we have to take into consideration now more too. So.
Yeah. Yeah. Vacant houses don't show great empty, but I'm probably those extra spaces. Would you do it as an exercise room or an office? I think you're right. It depends on where it is. Because it's just as easy to do a yoga mat and a couple of weights as it is to do a desk.
True.
So our answer, as usual, is it depends.
But that's what we're there for, to help advise, analyze the situation.
All right. Somebody asked, what is the market like for second homes?
I've been surprised to see that the second home market is really hot. My friends that work in mountain properties and lake properties, days on market is really low compared to what it usually is. That market is typically slower than our normal residential market. But they're seeing multiple offers and things go really fast compared to what they normally see. Now, a few weeks ago, I know that lending on second homes changed. So it's the terms on lending available on second homes has become a little less favorable than it was a couple months ago. But yeah, I think a lot of people are realizing they can work from second homes. You know, we've got more homeschooling and virtual schooling than ever before. So I think people can school from virtual homes, but not second homes. So I think, yeah, I think it's a hot seller's market.
All right. Next question is, I know my house will sell fast, but where will I go when it sells?
The question. And all of our current clients are dealing with that situation, and most of them are solving it by buying first, or buying relatively simultaneously, right? It's different for each person, but a lot of people are surprised that they can qualify to purchase a home while owning their current home.
Right.
So nobody wants to or plans to hold those both houses forever. But you can identify an offer on a house. When you close on that house, you get to skip a month's mortgage payment on that house. Meanwhile, you fix your house up. Once you're through the contingencies of the house you're buying, you can very confidently list your house, and that should sell easily. So even if you're holding them both for an overlapping month, chances are you're not paying double mortgage payment more than a month, and maybe not at all, if we can line up the dominoes the right way. So that's what a lot of our people are doing to ensure that they can get the right house as we go out and look for the house first. If people are not financially qualified to do that, there are programs that will go buy that house for you for a fee. So you can still go and buy the house first and just use somebody else's money to do it. So that's something else we're seeing people do.
Right. Ooh, what updates are the best investments for my house?
Paint the front door. That's the best return on your money, for real, is to paint your front door.
Put a new lock on the door if the keys stick a little bit.
Definitely. Yeah. First impression, you want that door to be nice and clean and updated. You get the biggest return on your money on kitchens and baths, but most people are surprised to see that you only get like 60 to 80% at max of what you spend back when you sell it. So a lot of those renovations are done just for you. Now, in most cases, you can do minor renovations like paint the cabinets or change the hardware or just do granite or just do the floor. Updating those one or two outdated pieces can make a huge impact without a complete renovation. So that's something we consult people on a lot. I'm actually meeting a guy this week who isn't selling for more than a year, but wants to know the right and the smart changes to make so he can be doing those over time in the upcoming months. What would you say, Shane? What makes the biggest impact when your buyers walk in the door?
I would say what you always hear is the curb appeal when you first walk up. because everyone knows when I'm fiddling with the key and trying to figure it out and trying to open the box, it does take a couple minutes, and clients are looking around. They're like, oh, look at all these cobwebs. Oh, there's cracks in the stone, the steps up, you know, the railing's loose.
Mhm.
Notice all that little stuff at the beginning. They're not going to notice it at the back door, but they're
Yeah.
going to notice it going in the front door.
Fresh paint on the trim right around the front steps, all of that can make a big difference.
And even the landscaping, if there's weeds, if it looks a little overgrown, that's a big thing, and that's an easy fix. It's just that front door entrance walkway from your car to the house.
Mm-hmm.
Their first impression, and it kind of sticks in their mind. If there's weeds and it doesn't look so great, they're going to get in the house and they're going to not expect much, and they're going to already have a negative.
It affects their whole view of everything else, even if it's fabulous, right? Yeah, that's a great point.
And I think you have to make sure your house smells good.
Yeah.
Not certain smells like mothballs, people get very turned off immediately. Bug spray, mothballs, cooking. We tell our clients not to cook fish the whole week before it goes on the market.
Yep.
People really get like, oh, it smells bad. Yeah.
And not just that, but a lot of home buyers, like a lot of people are sensitive to smells, period.
Yeah.
If you're trying to overdo that, that could really be distracting and negatively affect a potential buyer just because they're too distracted with something that's bothering them.
Glade plugins give me a huge headache.
Oh, yeah.
And so I hate it when I walk in and it's plug-in-y.
Better than mothballs, though. I don't know.
Probably better than mothball-y. I mean, if I have to pick two evils, I would pick Glade, I guess. What about a smoky house, though? I mean, you just can't even.
I haven't had a lot of that.
Whew.
It's a lot of
And
smoky houses.
it's hard to get rid of
It
because
is.
it's way deep in the drywall and the subfloor and everything. It's really hard to get rid of. So smoke outside, or better yet, quit. Smokers, quit. We love you. Quit smoking. Oh, well, there's your health advice and your real estate advice for the week, everybody.
Yeah, our PSA from BHA.
Yes. Rhiannon is, what are you working on today?
Oh, I'm so not used to you asking me this.
I know. We have a mailer going out soon.
Yes. Yeah,
Keep
we've
an
got
eye out for our mailer that's coming out. Shane, working on your new contract.
Yes, Shane and I are both working on our new contract.
Nice.
I
And I'm going to show a couple houses out in the middle of nowhere. Yay. Okay, everybody, make sure and send us your questions during the week when we'll answer them live every Sunday at 2. Have a good week.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. I'm waiting for it to show up. Nope.
I think I see us.
I don't see it yet. Do you see us?
I do.
Oh my gosh. I do not. Oh dear.